Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Solid debut for this offense. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, LSU. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Snags a quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and short. Makes a quick catch. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, UNC. This quarterback on fire today. Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They're going to run it here. Finding some room at the 25. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to take off here. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Let's it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. Here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And looking for a big play here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Tar Heels looking to cash in this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And when he doesn't hang on, looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Comes up with the catch. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. So after the momentum shifts, Kurt, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion with the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll test the right side here. Running with purpose. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down, and I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Important second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. First and goal for the offense. They'll hand it off. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if you do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And the defense hold up here on third and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so low.
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a 2-point return here.
Great job by this defense not giving in on this drive. They've been out on that field for a long time, and instead of giving in, they keep fighting, and it pays off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. And now they'll run it on the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the Tar Heels are going to keep this drive rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle and some traffic there. Now brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Escapes the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And they'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll be brought down.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on 3rd down.
Third down and 3, trying to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Oh, we've got a shootout here. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The back's got it. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his back. Catch made on the right side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Tar Heels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, North Carolina.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
BAT makes it an 8-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks him about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
One more play before they head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
North Carolina, 28, LSU, 20.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. second down here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Finding space at the 20. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. This should be the last play of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score is LSU 29, North Carolina 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups. and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the 4th quarter.
And it's good right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off Hazen's head, but it's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He finds the running back in the flat. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
2nd down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, LSU. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Is back out there on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A new set of downs after that completion. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all.
Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Off target and incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Quickly. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a wide receiver screen. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Fighting off the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Running play called on third and short. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. He's running out of time here. It's caught downfield. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.